Welcome back to NHL Tonight. We've got a couple of very special guests with us now. What you're looking at is a photo from Paul Chestnutt. He's the man on the left, and his son, Mathew, who was born with cerebral palsy. And Paul is the voice of the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Well, they ended up getting to go to a game last year with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And as you see here, Dave Mishkin, Phil Esposito hosted them in the broadcast booth. What a special experience it was. And we are so happy now to have Paul and Maddie joining us here because they're doing some great work to raise awareness about cerebral palsy and certainly some fundraising as well. Paul, thanks so much for joining us. Why don't you fill us in on, first and foremost, how special that night was to go to that game and everything that took place?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. But first of all, Maddie and I, we're a big fan of the show, both you, Jamie and Mike. And Mike, we really enjoy your work, too, on the Penguins because we are big Penguin fans. Maddie's favorite player is Sidney Crosby. But that was so special night. I got to thank the entire Tampa Bay Lightning Radio Network, the people involved, Steve Verse, Nick Dave Mishkin, Greg Linnelli, and Phil Esposito as well. That was a day, you know, you get a day in life and you don't forget. That's one of the days that we will never forget because during the release state, the Tampa Bay Lightning players, Corey Perry, one of them, and then we had the opportunity to meet Sidney Crosby, which was just an unbelievable experience. I was a dad on that trip with my son to promote special needs awareness, and also our charity, Matthew Chestnutt Scores Charities, to help out the special needs area in Pensacola and in the Northwest Florida area. But what an incredible night. We can't thank both organizations, the Lightning and the Penguins. I always remember being up in the booth with my son Maddie being interviewed, and boy, they won 4 Stanley Cups in about 7 years, and just about everybody in that press box on that night knew that my son was there, knew about him.
Well, yes, 2 classy organizations you mentioned right there. One of the cool things, one of the great things about this story and getting to learn more about you guys is that Maddie joins you in the booth all the time. I thought that's super cool. Has that always been something, and how special is that?
Well, yes. Ever since the Ice Flyers, I'm a single dad, with my son. So he has cerebral palsy, and I wanted to continue to do what I wanted to do. And I wasn't going to let cerebral palsy or my son being a special need kid to hide him. I wanted to do something positive. So when the Ice Flyers were born, the charity was born. Tim Kerr at the time, former NHL player, Philadelphia Flyers, owned the team. And then he passed it on to Greg Harris, which he has taken the organization to another level. But I wanted him to be there. And yes, I was nervous to begin with at the time, but it grew on. Maddie loves the game of hockey. For what the game of hockey has done for him, being a special need kid, the flow of the game, moving left to right. He just loves being there. And everything that the Ice Flyers do when they score a goal, confetti comes off, the horn goes off. He just loves it as well. And I also tape the games as well, mostly the Penguin games here, right? And Maddie lays on the floor. He cannot walk. So when the Penguin games comes on, it's an incredible experience where he picks himself up and he goes in an upright position.
Wow.
And it's great for his back and his posture. It's unbelievable. I mean, the awareness, I mean, just the hockey and being around, and he's pretty excited, as you can see. I'm just joining the show, but yeah, I tell you, you know, the game does so many different things for so many different people, and it has touched us in so many different ways. Plus, we do the charity Power Play Pledge Drive, which Tim Kerr actually started with his charity in Philadelphia, and we brought it down on for pledges, $1, $2, $3 for every power play goal Flyers store. We collect the money at the end of the year, and then we donate it to the 501c3 charities, Pensacola, Northwest Florida area for special needs kids and adults in this area.
I mean, that is also beautiful, from everything from wanting him to be present and right at the forefront of everything. It's so inspiring, I'm sure, to so many other people and other parents out there who might have a similar situation. So props to you for doing that. And as part of your great work, I know you were just recently honored with the induction at the Pensacola Hall of Fame. Can you tell us a little more about that?
That was another exciting evening for us. You know, we made the trip to Tampa because we wanted, Pensacola needs help. We wanted to shake up the market. So we did in March 2023. February this past year, 2024, we did a phone call. Pensacola Sports Hall of Fame committee saying both myself and Maddie being inducted into the Pensacola Sports Hall of Fame.
And look at this list.
You got it right there. Derek Brooks, Emmett Smith, Buck Showalter, Justin Gatlin, Don Sutton out, the Super Bowl champs, Josh Sitton, Fred Robbins, and my son, Matthew Chestnutt, is right next to them. It's amazing. It was an incredible night. And we used it as a platform. The speech is on Ice Flyers YouTube. It's about 19 minutes long, but we invited special needs kids as well in the area. We recognized them. We said, you're going in with us as well. And I'll tell you, there wasn't a dry place in that area when we were done. It was an amazing night.
Well, as everybody can see, all the viewers, how they can contact you and with donations and see some of the great work you're doing. I just got one last question for you, Paul. Where did the love of hockey come from with you? You know, when in your life did that hockey become a big thing?
I'm from Pittsburgh, all right? And I'm in broadcasting, Mike. You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Mike Lang.
The greatest.
Listening to him on radio was incredible. First time I heard him, I said, whoa, this guy's pretty good. And I was at an age, and there was a young Mike Lang at the time. You know, it was in the blue and white uniforms. I'll age myself, okay? And it was just on radio. And hearing he shoots and scores great balls of fire, and he had everything. And that's where I got the love of my game, just following the Penguins, blue and white uniforms, listening to Mike Lang on the call.
Oh, Mike Lang is the best. Such a great man, too. So, no, I love that. I knew exactly where you're going to go with that.
Yeah, that's great stuff. And I love the reaction from Maddie in watching hockey, and specifically Penguins hockey. That's really awesome stuff and inspiring. And I think everyone can relate to the love of the game, right? Makes all of us sit up a little straighter and pay a little more attention. So thank you so much for sharing your story and the wonderful work that you continue to do. As Rupper mentioned, you can contact Paul Chestnutt via his Twitter and help out, right? Because it's a great cause and a great organization doing some really important work. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Maddie, for the time here today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're looking to get a special needs facility. We're working on that here, and hopefully one day it will happen. Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy to get the word out.